it's Nacelle, your ultimate fragrance destination. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune into this video, and if you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. So first things first, I did get a haircut. I have not had my hair this short in a very long time, so I do need to get used to it. It is layered, so the back pieces here are longer a little bit, but as you can see, the front pieces are like a lot shorter. But I was just like, you know what, it's time to get it cut shorter. So I figured what better time to do that than the start of the new year. And then also I did get my nails done. I got this beautiful turquoise, icy, like wintergreen type of color, and it's a glitter. You guys know I love my glitter nails. Got my nails done, got my hair done. Like, I am feeling like a whole new person. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, I have my top winter Bath & Body Works fragrances for you guys for this year, or I should say for last year. I am titling this 2019 just so it's cohesive and for organization purposes. I did do a top seasonal Bath & Body Works video every single season this past year. I did a spring one, a summer one, a fall one, and then this is gonna be my winter one. So for all of you Victoria's Secret lovers out there, stay tuned because I will be doing a Victoria's Secret version of this video as well. But yeah, so I do have a lot of fun fragrances here to share with you guys. As opposed to doing a ranking system, I figured I would just split these up into different categories. So I do have 4 categories to share with you guys today. The first one is going to be my Christmas category. Now, I know Christmas is over, but in this category I have all of my bakery, my gourmand fragrances. So I figured for all of you gourmand lovers out there like myself, I have that category for you guys. I also have a fruity category and a unisex, like outdoors balsam type of category, as well as like a date night perfumey category as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. So the first category that I'm going to be diving into is the Christmas category. Now, I know Christmas is over, but like I said, all of these scents in here are basically the bakery, the sugary, the gourmand types of fragrances, because when I think of Christmas, I think of delicious. Like, I think of gourmand deliciousness. So that's basically what's in here. And the first fragrance we're going to start this off with is the good old classic Vanilla Bean Noel. Now, this particular bottle is really old. The year, one of you guys told me this because I always get my years mixed up. Like, if you look at the bottom of your fragrance mist or any Bath & Body Works product, the first number indicates the year. So this is actually from 2014. So this bottle is 6 years old. It's very old, but it still smells wonderful. I absolutely love this one. Now, I do know that they did reformulate the Vanilla Bean Noel scent over the years. I think as of this year, they took out the caramel note, and I have noticed that because I was comparing an older shower gel to a newer one that I got this year, and the scent notes are different. I'll just leave it at that. The scent notes are different, but you can tell the older version is much more sweet than this year's version. So this is the older version, but basically what I'm just trying to say, Vanilla Bean Noel, you cannot go wrong with. It is a classic Bath & Body Works fragrance. This is my favorite holiday traditions fragrance. Now, I know recently in the past few years they have been tweaking the fragrances in the holiday traditions line, but I'm talking about the good old trio, the Vanilla Bean Noel, Twisted Peppermint, and Winter Candy Apple. This is my favorite. I personally do not like Twisted Peppermint, nor do I like Winter Candy Apple. This one is my go-to, and it smells delicious. It smells like vanilla butter sugar cookies. It is super, super good. It's a very sweet cookie fragrance. You guys will absolutely love this one. So hands down, of course, Vanilla Bean Noel has to be in this list. I will also say that when I used to work in the hospital, I would wear this a lot during the winter time, and I got so many compliments on this fragrance. So Vanilla Bean Noel is a big compliment getter. Now, this next fragrance actually came out for the first time this year. I have mentioned this several times on my channel, and it was actually the third most favorite fragrance of mine for 2020, or 2019 I should say, and this is in Santa's Blueberry Shortbread. I know a lot of you guys love this fragrance as well, and it's just delicious. Oh my goodness, the scent is so amazing. Now, I describe this scent to be a vanilla shortbread cookie, like those Girl Scout trefoil cookies, I think that's how you pronounce it, but basically a vanilla buttery shortbread cookie with fresh blueberry jam slathered on top of it. That is what this smells like. This is very bakery, it's very gourmand, it's very delicious. Like, oh my goodness, it smells so edible that I could almost like eat this. I personally also love layering this with Christmas cookies that came out in the same Land of Sweets collection, but overall I had to include this in this list. I have quite a few backups of this fragrance. I cannot ever live without it. It just smells amazing. This next fragrance is another staple of mine. Again, for all of you bakery gourmand lovers, this is a must-have, and this is in Hot Cocoa and Cream. This was when it first premiered, which was last year, or I should say 2 years ago at this point. How is 2018 2 years ago? Like, can we just take a second and just, wow. I cannot believe that. But yeah, Hot Cocoa and Cream is amazing. It's so delicious. It's a very, very rich scent, especially in the body cream form. It's very dense, it's very rich, and it's very decadent. But it is delicious, delicious. If you guys are familiar with the Hot Cocoa and Cream home fragrance, that is exactly what this smells like in body care. But even if you've never smelled the scent before, I'm sure you can already like figure out what it smells like. It really just smells like a rich, frothy, decadent hot chocolate fragrance. It is so good. It's very creamy, very frothy. It's delicious. So Hot Cocoa and Cream, this also layered with Vanilla Bean Noel. Oh my goodness, mind-blowing. This is a stunning combination. And the last fragrance that I have in that bakery Christmas category, this one actually just came out new in 2019. This is in Christmas Cocoa and Mint. And this basically takes Hot Cocoa and Cream. Hot Cocoa and Cream is the base note in here. That is the rich, decadent chocolate, or I should say cocoa note in here. But they also added a little bit of peppermint. And when I say a little bit of peppermint, I say it in terms of the chocolate doesn't get lost. Like, obviously you can tell it's a cocoa and peppermint combination, but the peppermint note is not overpowering. If you guys know what Girl Scout cookies Thin Mints tastes like and smell like, that is exactly what this is. It is very, very delicious. And it is so, so, so nice. So Christmas Cocoa and Mint, you guys, I had to include that in this category because it's amazing. It's amazing. I will say that this does leave you with like a mentholy tingling sensation when you apply it from the mint component in here, but a lot of you guys agreed with me that you've also experienced that as well. So it's not just me, I'm not being crazy, but other than that, like, it is so amazing. This fragrance is a must-have for the Christmas time, or even just, again, for you bakery sweet gourmand lovers. So those are the 4 fragrances that I recommend. Again, those are my top favorite fragrances for around the Christmas season, or whenever I'm just feeling really bakery and really gourmand that day. So those are the 4 fragrances that I gravitate towards too. So let's go ahead now and dive into my fruity fragrances. Now, fruity fragrances, to me, I associate them with more like spring and summer, but there are a few fruity fragrances that Bath & Body Works released in the past that have an icy frosted component to them that make them winter appropriate. So I have 3 specific fragrances in this category. I've talked about these a lot in the past, and a lot of you guys actually purchased these based off of my recommendations, which makes me so happy. So the first one I'm going to show you guys is Twinkling Nights. This was a brand new fragrance for last year, and this was actually my #1 top favorite fragrance for 2019 from Bath & Body Works. So I love this one. I actually have the body cream here because this is the scent that I've been wearing recently. The notes are frosted jasmine petals, whipped vanilla, and mandarin blossom. This is so good. Oh my gosh, it is so, so, so good. Again, when I tell you there's like an icy component to this, oh my goodness. If you guys love citrus, if you love mandarin, if you love those sweet, fruity fragrances, you will really enjoy this fragrance. Twinkling Nights, I absolutely love, and hands down for you fruity lovers, for the winter time, you guys need this in your collection. This next fragrance was my #1 fragrance of 2018 from Bath & Body Works. I love this one. I just wore it again the other day and I was like, oh my goodness. Like I adore this fragrance. This one is in Sparkling Nights. And I love the packaging. Like it's absolutely stunning. It's very wintry and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So this fragrance is a pear type of fruity scent. It's an icy pear fragrance. I don't know if there's Freesia in here, but there's like a touch of floral in here, but don't be off put by that because it's not overpowering whatsoever. It just smells, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. I am in love with this scent. Again, I adore this fragrance so much. Sparkling Nights, you guys absolutely need this in your collection. It is so good. Like I can just sit here all day just smelling this one because it just puts the biggest smile on my face. Like it just smells amazing. I don't know if you guys are able to see like how much I've used, or you can kind of see it, but I'm actually down to here with this bottle because I love this fragrance so much. So Sparkling Nights is a must-have. And then this last fragrance, I think I've mentioned this maybe once or twice on my channel. This one is in Pink Mango Spritzer. And it looks like this. It's part of the, or I should say it was part of like this New Year's line that they did in 2018. Now this to me is an icy mango. And there's a little bit of like a balsam note in here that provides this sharpness. It's like a sharp and crisp icy mango fragrance. Now I know some people are a little bit hit or miss when it comes to balsam, but to me the balsam note in here is more of like a contributing type of scent. It's more of an undertone than it is like a main prominent fragrance note. The main note that I get is again a crisp frozen mango. That's basically what this smells like. It's just like a crisp, wintry, frozen mango. Oh my gosh, it is delicious. This one is super good. Again, really appropriate for the winter time. So if you guys love your fruity fragrances, but you want to wear something fruity that's appropriate in the winter colder season, these three are your must-haves. Guys, seriously, like you need, and all my stuff fell. You need all of these in your life. Okay, so segueing into my next category, this is like a unisex / balsam category. Now I know some of you guys are not big fans of, again, balsam, winter, outdoorsy types of scents, but some of you guys have actually asked me for recommendations for more unisex fragrances. I do have two here to share with you guys, but the two that I have here I feel like are perfect in this category. So this first one that I have here, this is in Snowy Morning, and it looks like this. This is the one from 2017. Yes, 2017, and this is a very unisex fragrance. It is very crisp. It's very sharp. I believe there's a citrus note in here, but I'm not remembering off the top of my head. But yeah, it's very crisp and it's very sharp. So overall, as a winter, chilly, cooling type of fragrance, Snowy Morning is one of my favorites. And for those of you, again, who do like your unisex types of fragrances, I always say Snowy Morning as a recommendation because to me, this smells very unisex appropriate. But again, it's very fresh, it's very crisp and sharp and very musky. Now this next fragrance, I actually wore this the other day and I forgot how much I love this one. This to me, I have to be in the mood for, I'm not going to lie, but nonetheless, it is a recommendation. And this scent, I don't think they've ever brought out a scent that's like this ever since they did in 2015. This is in Frosted Winter Woods. These two are similar, they're more like distant cousins because of how fresh and crisp they are, but Frosted Winter Woods is this one is very unisex, like extremely unisex, because this has a really strong balsam, outdoorsy, foresty type of scent. It's very woodsy, but again, it's very cooling, it's very crisp, and it's very sharp. If you're somebody who likes to smell like a Christmas tree, and I'm not saying that in a joking manner, like I'm being dead serious, this smells the closest to a pine Christmas tree type of scent in body care, then this is your scent. So I recommend these two as my unisex slash outdoorsy, crisp, fresh, musky type of fragrances. And the last two fragrances, or I should say the last category that I have to share with you guys, these are just more perfumey. These are like good for just going out and you don't want to smell like a fruit, or you don't want to smell edible like a gourmand. These are just good perfumey types of fragrances. So this first one is in Snowflakes and Cashmere, and this is from the 2017 collection, or I'm sorry, 2018 collection. These came out obviously in the same collection because their packaging's the same, but Snowflakes and Cashmere, I will admit I wasn't a big fan of this one right away, but I'm so glad that I got turned to the scent because it is so good. It's very smooth, it's very rich. If this scent had a texture, I would say it's just very smooth. Like, it's a very smooth cashmere type of fragrance. It is very nice. I highly recommend this one. Again, it's just a nice overall perfumey type of fragrance. It's very good. It's sweet. I want to say there's like a little bit of a vanilla note in here. Maybe my sniffer is just being weird, but I get a creamy vanilla type of note to this. So Snowflakes and Cashmere, again, I will be leaving notes to all of these fragrances on the screen for you guys, just so you have a visual of what's going on in each of these scents. But Snowflakes and Cashmere is a really nice, creamy, luxurious, it's like a creamy, smooth type of fragrance. So that one is Snowflakes and Cashmere. And then to finish off this video, this I have for you guys, I had to include it in this list. This one is in Into the Night. I have been mentioning this fragrance a lot on my channel recently. I actually have an in-depth video review on this scent, so I will leave a link for you guys on the screen here as well as down below in the description box. But man, this one smells good. This one can also creep into the fruity category, but to me this is very perfumey. It's more perfumey than it is floral or than it is fruity, because all of the components of this fragrance, it makes a beautiful date night type of fragrance. It's so good. So I'm not going to go into too much detail on this just because, like I said, I do have an in-depth video review on this one, but to me it's very beautiful. This is like an ideal nighttime or date night type of fragrance. It's really nice. There's dark berries in here. I think it's specifically raspberry. There's cacao. There's a mocha undertone to this fragrance as well, and then there's also a little bit of rose in here. So there's a lot of fragrances going on in this one, but it's very beautiful. And again, it's a really nice winter perfume type of scent. Okay guys, so actually before I end this video, I forgot to mention this scent because I'm actually wearing this today and I forgot to include it in this list. So this is actually a signature collection fragrance, and I know a lot of you guys say that I don't mention the signature line scents in a lot of my videos, and that's only because I'm not the biggest fan of their signature line fragrances. I don't know why, I just always gravitate towards the limited edition stuff, but this scent is actually part of their signature line, so you can get this at any point in time. This is in Magic in the Air, so I'm including this in the perfume category, and to me this isn't categorized, or I should say this isn't advertised as being a winter fragrance, but I only wear this one in the winter time because to me this scent is very, how should I put this, it's very powdery. Like, there's a floral in here, I believe it's iris if I'm not mistaken. There's also an almond note in here, so it's a little bit nutty, but it's not gourmand whatsoever. If anything, this scent is very floral, but it's a very powdery, very light and beautiful type of floral fragrance. So to me, I only wear this one in the winter because aside from the packaging, I mean, for me personally, the packaging just screams winter to me. There's a little bit of like an icy, like snowy, frosty type of feel to this fragrance, and I know that sounds weird, but just trust me on this one, guys. Like, to me, this is a very, very beautiful winter fragrance. So again, I do know that this scent can be worn year round, but to me personally, I am putting this in my winter list because I personally only wear this in the winter time, and this is just a very beautiful, it's a very delicate floral scent though. So this isn't anything polarizing. This is more of like a scent that sits closer to the skin in my opinion. It just smells very beautiful and you just smell very put together. So Magic in the Air is another one of my favorites in the perfume category. So that's it guys, that concludes my top winter fragrances from Bath & Body Works for 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please let me know what your favorites are for the winter time down below in the comments. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you are new here and you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below, as well as turning on your notification bells. That way you do not miss when I upload a video, and stay tuned because I do have a 6K giveaway coming up for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace.